Okay, I know there's 2 people on, and I know who the 2 people are. So I'm waiting for some other people to come in. There's 3 people. Good. There's at least 3 people in. Hi, everybody. It's Stephanie. How y'all doing? Let me know you're there. Well, it's still 2 people. Okay. Anyway, while we're waiting, I'm gonna start cooking. So there's my pot. We back to my pot again. There we go. I'm gonna get a little closer.
So I really don't understand how you didn't watch the Wendy Williams movie. I was gonna call you and remind you to.
I wasn't. You didn't need to remind me. I wasn't. I wasn't thinking about. I needed to watch it to begin with. I know that's your girl. There's my pot. Okay, guys, and my pot is on hot right now. So I just want to get started. When people come in, they'll be in, and I will talk about it then. But right now, let's see. I want you guys to see what I'm doing, kind of.
Is there actual garlic in the?
Yeah, I'm putting some garlic roasted olive oil. Let's see. That's garlic roasted.
The Trader Joe's one doesn't actually have garlic inside of it.
I don't know if there's real garlic in here. It may be infused. I don't know. But I'm putting a little.
Right? Like there are branches of something in there.
No, that's not. Oh, that's not garlic. That's herbs. That's not garlic. So we'll put a little in here.
That's interesting, though.
You must have just
got it from where?
I bought this a while ago at Best Market.
I wanted to go to Best Market since we're already in Oceanside at Kohl's, but you know how Daryl doesn't like to do other outings. So there was Old Navy, and I wanted to go to Staples.
So, well, didn't you just say your uncle does the same thing to you? Huh? It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. But right now, I'm cooking my, there's 4 people on. Hey, everybody. Right now, I'm cooking my kielbasa.
Are you making that first? You're sauteing it?
Yeah, I saute it and get it a little brown. So I'm sauteing my kielbasa.
With a spurtle?
Of course with a spurtle. Why not?
You have your plate ready, Bert?
Huh? You got your plate ready? Hey, Bert, how you doing? You want to come out here and get ready for some snow?
How much did they say it was going to snow?
Well, I got a CUNY alert. Then they said nobody's going in.
You got a CUNY alert that there's no school at all?
No, it's going to be school. How you doing, Jill? I'm making some spaghetti in my pot. And right now, there's some kielbasa in here. And I'm getting that browned up.
You have 12 inches? Where are you again, Bert? That you have 12 inches?
You got 12 inches over there, dude? Really? Wow.
That's a lot.
Hey, Jean. Cool. Yeah. Hopefully it will be. I think it will. Because you know I love this pot, Jill. I love this pot. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. But yeah, I got a CUNY alert saying that we're not. If you have to go in, you're not going in. The building is closed. Right. Everything is remote.
Feeling away about this.
You should feel away. You working from home. So
I always work from home.
Listen, we wouldn't have got a CUNY alert for anything. You think that you know now if school is closed?
Yes, they thought it was going to be the 10 or the 5
is the best. Yeah, it is. The Instant Pot, the best. That's right. It is the absolute best. That's correct. So right now I'm sauteing these. This is I don't know how many, 12, I think 12 ounces is in a pack. So this is like a pack and a half.
Sublime James with pie stuff. Sublime.
Oh, Sabling. Hey, James, how you doing? I don't call him Sabling. I don't call you that. I call him James. You call him by his last name.
That's what people do to me. They don't call me by my first name.
Yeah, they just call you.
I don't know why.
People call me by my last name too.
I feel like
even though it's okay to call me Steph, people still call me by my last name, and I call him by his last name. So I want this to get brown. So I put.
Are you doing the same thing to the ground beef?
Yeah, I have to ground it. Yep, I have to do all that.
In the pot too.
Yep. So you're only using one pot. So I put a little of this olive oil in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see it, Sarita?
I can see it, but you didn't tell me what's inside of the bottle.
I will when I see. Can you see the bottle? Oh, what's this stuff? Just some kind of herb. It looks like thyme or something in here. That's what it looks like.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, good. That's even better. Yeah. This is what I put a little of this in the bottom of my pot so that it can start to get brown. It's sizzling and popping, and I love kielbasa. Terry loves it too. So it's gonna be plenty of meat in my spaghetti.
James says yes, you do always say James.
Yes, I do. I call him James. So James to me still is the first name, my dear. So everybody calls him James. I never call him Saverin, but that's his name.
The road to 10,000 continues. Yes.
Yes, the road to 10,000 continues. And this week I got accepted to a Amazon store. I'm gonna look at you guys a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. There I am. So this week I got accepted to the Amazon store. Thank you, Jill. Jill suggested I try it, and I did, and I got in. Now I had tried that before the first time. Nothing happened with that, but they said no, I didn't have enough subscribers. But this time they let me in. So I've been.
You have enough subscribers, and you do have so many gadgets.
And I have gadgets, and I have a lot of stuff. And I started getting ideas of how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put. Thank you, thank you, Jane. So I'm going to put a link in the bottom of this video, so you guys can go to my Amazon store. I want you guys to go in. I want you guys to follow and understand. I am building it, so more stuff is going to come out. I have ideas in my head, and I'm just throwing them out there. So I want you guys to check it out. And, I really would appreciate that. So I'm going to do a few little things different. But that store is one of those things I'm going to do. And I thought it was interesting. I spent some time on it this week, messing around with it. And once I get on the computer, then I'm on there for a while.
Jim says it's smelling, someone come take it away, please. I agree.
Ah, come on, James.
Jen,
come on. Who? Jen?
Yes.
Oh, come on, Jen. It's just a little snow. We haven't gotten too much snow, and I don't even know.
I know
we haven't really had a snow day. Well, I mean, we don't have snow days, of course, right now, but
we're never having snow days again.
But
we're never having snow days.
But I guess that's kind of true. Sharita says they're never having snow days again. Well, that's what COVID did. That's what COVID did. I can see at the bottom of this. I need to deglaze it, otherwise it won't come to pressure. But I'm not ready to make it come to pressure just yet. I'm gonna get those out. I gotta put them in something. Getting them out, and then I'm putting the ground beef in. Let's see. I need a spoon so I can get them out. And this is what happens when you really cook. You're actually really moving around the kitchen when you really cook. So, in these go. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Teresa. Wrote something. Oh, what'd she say? She wrote something?
Wrote something, and it was too long. Hi.
Hi. Hi, I want y'all to visit my Stephanie's Kitchen Amazon store.
That really looks amazing.
Yeah, this looks good. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. This pot needs to be deglazed for sure. For sure.
I don't know what that means.
Deglazed. Okay, I'm going to show you what that really means. As a matter of fact, Sharita wants to know, what does deglaze mean? So youngins,
Maybe I've done it.
you probably have done it, but this is really important if you're gonna use an Instant Pot. So, and Jill would, I know Jill would
I'm
agree.
considering getting myself one.
Okay, so this is on saute. If you guys can see inside the pot, I'm going to, let me get closer here. Yeah, you see that brown on the bottom? That cannot be there like that when you're trying to bring that pot up to pressure. That can't be there. Where
So
is
what
it?
do you have to do?
So to deglaze it, it really means to just put some liquid in there. So I might just right at the moment, just to show you, I'm gonna put a little water in. Just because.
I've heard that term before though, not with Instapot.
Yeah, when you deglaze the pan after you did all, that's all the good. You wanna put a little, you see that brown? Oh, you won't see the brown.
I see it like, yeah, I do.
You see that brown?
Uh-huh.
That's like gravy right there. That's called deglazing. And what you want to do is get that off. This pot won't come up to pressure if you had that at the bottom of the pot like that. So you want to get that off. But that also, if you had this in a different pot, this would make gravy. That's the good, and that would make gravy right there. So I just put a little water in just to try to get it on, just to also show you guys what that means. Put a little bit more water in. And it doesn't matter that I put this water in actually, because the water's just gonna help the situation, and it also helps the pot come to pressure. So right now, since we did this whole thing, I just wanna do that. But we're also going in now for the ground beef.
I'm hungry.
The ground beef can go in frozen. This was frozen. Who's that? What did she say? Jen? Is that Jen?
Where is the link for your Amazon?
Oh.
I can't find it.
I will. I haven't put it up yet. I'm going to put it up at the end of this video. So look for this video again tomorrow, and it'll be there. I'm going to definitely put it in.
Did you send it to me? You said you sent it to me.
I think I sent it to my daughter, but she didn't bother to look.
Listen,
So.
I was very busy.
And I also put it in a post on YouTube. So if you go to my last post,
I saw it on that.
if you go to my last post, it's definitely there. So check that out,
I'm gonna look.
because it's definitely in that post. So if you don't mind, check it out from the post, and you'll see. Okay, sorry. That's okay. No, that's fine. But I want you to look at the post I put out there the other day, and it's on there. It's definitely on
I
there.
did notice that when I was posting for today.
So she really saw it. So now I'm just putting this in, and some of this is still frozen, but it's okay. Some of it is definitely still frozen.
Some of
Jimmy,
your meat is still frozen?
I use an Instant Pot for everything. Yeah, the Instant Pot is really truly one of my. It's my best. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. So in this, I'm going to put some seasoning right now. And one of the things I'm putting in here is some onion powder. See? Ooh. There you go. That's onion powder. Let's see. Can you email me a link? If you give me your email address, most certainly I can. Just put your email though in the comments, because that's the only way I can get it. I can't go back to the chat. So you can put it in the comments, and I certainly will do that. I even use a hard-boiled egg. Yeah, I've done that too. If I have to make a lot of eggs, I do that too.
I know where you put it. I remember now. You also put it on the Facebook page.
And I put it on I put it on. Also, I put it on my Facebook page. And if you guys don't know my Facebook, go to Stephanie's Kitchen's group, right?
Yes.
Stephanie's Kitchen group on Facebook, and you can actually see it on there
I'll put the
too.
link to the group there.
Sharita's gonna put the link there so that you can find it. Hello, Veronique. Happy Sunday. So I put some.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
So I put some onion powder in. I
It
put
was such
some.
a fun Sunday if there was no work tomorrow.
Sharita, you have a professional development day. So I'm gonna put some roasted garlic in here too.
It's usually on topics I care nothing about. I apologize.
I know, but because you're a speech therapist, but educators, that's what like they do at my job. They have stuff. They're talking about student this and that, and it's not professional development for me. Because I'm in the business office, so.
I was told I could sign up for something if I wanted to.
And then I got some ground thyme that's going in. And I don't measure. I look, I can see, but I don't measure. What did Jen say? Meant to tell you what? Better than bouillon? What she said about better than bouillon?
Meant to tell you better than bouillon. I got a bunch of them. Thank you.
Oh, you gonna love them. You're gonna love them. Absolutely love them.
It is amazing.
Yeah, I usually buy mine from Costco because they're cheaper. But of course, I'm gonna put it in my Amazon
this
store.
woman did this whole.
I'm gonna put some of this in too because I like this stuff. Garlic and parsley, really good stuff. So some of this is going in. What's Perry doing out there? We don't have any snow that's sticking. We don't got no snow that's sticking right now.
They
None of
had
that.
like salt all over the place though in Long Beach.
So I have some Italian seasoning. Put some of that in there. Whoops. Gotta put some Italian seasoning in.
I put the link for the Amazon store in the comments as well.
And I'm just building it. Believe me. Every week you should check it out because I'm gonna put more stuff in there. So I got some Mrs. Dash. Well, Mrs. Dash has no salt, of course you guys know. This one's also a garlic and herb one, which I like. I'm gonna have these kind of spices that I like all on that page, so you guys can see it all in one place. This stuff here is called Spain spice, and it's red onion powder. It's delicious, delicious. It's going in little red onion powder. Maybe not so much of it, but this stuff is real good. Some red onion powder, which I found. Of course, I got some basil. And you notice I have put no salt in here so far. None. The only thing that those sausages had salt in
The
it.
ground beef smells different than it used to.
No, not really. You have a smell thing going on? Serena thinks the ground beef smells different than it used to. And of course I have some oregano. I'm putting some oregano in.
I told Daryl that the other day, and he says it just smells the way it always smells. I don't know, maybe it's me.
I don't know. Maybe it's that shot.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I think I want to put a little salt in. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of this light adobe.
Why
I like
don't you put real salt in instead of that?
I think this is lighter than because it also has seasoning. It's like a seasoning salt, but it's like it has like a little seasoning other than just the salt, and it's light on
That's
salt.
enough.
Okay, that's it. If anything, if we need some more salt, we will add the salt later. You can add it on your food later on. Now, where's my thing that I chopped up? All right, now it's the chopper. This thing goes in.
Shouldn't the basil be in the red sauce to sweeten it? I'm
Huh?
confused, sorry. Jen wanted to know, shouldn't the basil be in the red sauce to sweeten it? I need that chopper. I bought a different one from Amazon, I think.
Well,
and it's really crappy.
I'm using jar sauce, so I assume it has basil in it anyway. So I always put it on my meat too, always. I season my meat, and don't be afraid to season your meat. So it's
Yours
probably,
works so much better than mine.
huh?
Your little meat chopper.
You have a meat chopper?
I did. I bought it from. I think I bought it from Amazon, or maybe I bought it from Target. I don't remember, but it's really bad.
So
I've used yours before. Yours works much better.
I got this from Amazon. I'll put the link there. So, yeah, I'm not making my own sauce. Otherwise, we'd still be here if I'm making my own sauce. But if you notice, since I deglazed the bottom of my pan, because I can actually see it, it doesn't, right now, nothing's sticking. There's nothing sticking. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I can certainly see. I gotta see if I can get you guys to see. There's nothing sticking.
I mean, I sort of can see.
Let me see how I can get you to see if there's nothing sticking. Yeah. Cameraman. I gotta be the camera woman. There you go. See this spot here? Nothing is sticking. There's nothing in there sticking, which is great, 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 great. That means it should come to pressure. And that's what we're trying to do. You have to make sure that nothing is sticking in this pan. You got to make sure when you're doing this. Because it will not come to pressure. It will not.
Smells
it will
good.
not. It absolutely will not do it. So now, basically...
Great idea for tomorrow's dinner, yeah.
And you know what'll taste better tomorrow? Y'all know? This gonna taste good tomorrow. This nothing like leftover spaghetti. I hope people like leftovers. I do. But nothing like leftover spaghetti. Nothing like it. Things like stew and soup and that sort of thing always taste better. Even turkey, honestly. Turkey's better the next day. Most things are better the next day. Most things are.
I don't know how my frog legs are going to hold up. I didn't eat them all.
Frog legs. Sharita has been eating frog legs. Now, Bert, if you're still out there, I know you know what I'm talking about. Because Bert will eat them too. He eats them too.
The Thai place next to CVS.
He will eat it too. So you see, it's ready. It's not total, it's 90% cooked. It's not 100%, but it doesn't matter.
Need to be, right?
It doesn't need to be,
You're gonna do
exactly.
pasta or whatever.
Exactly, it does not need to be.
The
So,
kielbasa was good. I had some.
so here's the kielbasa right here, guys. If you can see that. There we go.
Your
That's the
Instant Pot just said it's off.
My Instant Pot decided to go off because it's been on for a half hour. So there you go. That's the Cousin Sharita frog legs. Do you like alligator?
I've never had alligator. But I'm not
don't
opposed
start.
to the idea of eating it.
Don't start. But she'll eat it. And this goes, and I don't care that it just went off because I got to put it up to pressure anyway.
It probably tastes like chicken. Rabbit tastes like chicken.
Hmm.
A little more gamey.
Yeah. Okay, let me show you something before I even start. Since I was dealing with my Instant Pot, I remember I wanted to show you guys that you can buy these things from Amazon, and you can actually get in the crevices of your Instant Pot and clean it. So I see a little piece of meat right there, and you can get that out.
What is that?
It's just it's like a little paintbrush, and I'm gonna find it on Amazon, and I'm gonna show you.
For that, or it's a
No,
paintbrush and you decide to use it for
it's
that?
not specifically for this, but if you guys want to clean it out, cleaning these edges is kind of hard, so you want to go around with this thing, and you can clean that thing out. So I'm gonna put it very inexpensive, but it's a tool you will need. You can use if you're gonna have your Instant Pot.
Definitely does look like a paintbrush.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that is what the name of it. I'll find it. I'm gonna put it in my tools, to clean with. So I got a little bit more water here. This is about a half a cup
really
more.
like that.
It's a half a cup more.
Pyrex cup that you have. Is it plastic?
This one's an XO, and it's plastic.
Oh, I need that.
And this one also, you can see where you at with it. You can see exactly on this side how far the water or whatever liquid goes up. It's for your eyeballs, easier to see. Which this one's good too. She said they're really handy. James said they're real handy. So what I did is I put some water in here, just because I want the water to be at the bottom of my dish. Now, I say altogether I have maybe a half a cup, maybe a little more than a half a cup of water. I think maybe just a half a cup of water in this. Next,
What kind of sauce are you using today?
this is my favorite sauce these days. I use this. I get this from Walmart because it's cheaper. Walmart sells this for like $5.97 or something like that.
That's expensive for sauce.
But Stop and Shop sells this for $10.
Oh wow, I guess.
So it's not
that
really.
expensive.
And then
Why is it $10 though when Prego is like $4?
because it's good. It's really good. Perry put this thing up here so I could unlock my thing. Let me see. Yeah, it works. Yay! Haha. Perry gave me. I'm gonna pour this in, and I'm just gonna show you what Perry set up for me, so I can open up my jar.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it. I can barely see it when I'm sitting here.
All right, you ain't gonna see under it, but I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do over there. You see, I'm going over there to open my jar. So, got another jar here. See, I got another jar, and yeah, I'm gonna keep it that way. Got this other jar. It's not open, and I always have problems opening things without hitting it and carrying on. So Perry put this, and I'm gonna show you what it is.
Is it a magnet?
Nope. It's a little circle, and you put your jar under it.
You're definitely gonna have to like film that better later.
You put your jar under it, and then you turn it to open it. That's it. And here we go. Turn it to open it. It gets the grip for you. It's under the under your cabinet. So that's
Wow.
cool.
What is that called?
I don't know. I'll find it on you. I'll find it on Amazon because that's where I bought it, and I'll show you guys what it is. And you just stick it up under there. I don't even think he used any screws with it. So that's her. Since my hands do not have the strength they used to have in it, now I use that. Should be oops. Now should be. Let me make this where I can see it. Pinch it out. All right. Okay. I think we're in good shape.
Yes.
Okay.
We're fine.
All right. So yes. So I got one more jar to open because we like sauce. So I'm gonna have 3 jars of sauce.
You know.
You'll be watching me. Who don't like sauce?
Daryl likes sauce, but not as much as we do, I feel like.
Oh,
But he'll live with it.
we like sauce. We like it saucy. Oh, this thing works great. That works great. I don't have to wait for somebody to come open the jar for me. That's how I'm feeling. On the double air fryer is cool. What do you say?
Oh, that double air fryer is cool. I have never seen one like that.
Yeah, that's the Ninja. That's it, Ninja Dual Air Fryer. And that's my bacon maker every morning, actually. I make my bacon in here every morning. Sometimes if I just want to make like some chicken, like some breaded chicken, like that's already frozen, and something else, I stick it in there, and that's dinner. So I use this quite often these days. So I'll use that depending on what I'm making. So that's what I usually do. Do you ever add Jared cheese sauce too? I never did that. But that might be good. Because lots of people like cheese on top of it also too. So that might be good. Now, also here, I'm going to get some water. Maybe half a jar. Not quite the whole jar. Part of the jar. I put some extra water in here. I'm going to, my mother always said, get all the good out. So that's what you do. You want to clean the jar. We did this to get everything out the jar because we was poor. So you had to get everything out the jar. And that's what we did. My mother used.
There's a lot, I feel like, in that jar for some reason.
So she used to go and pour it all out and get every bit of the sauce or whatever, ketchup or whatever. I mixed the spaghetti sauce. Oh yeah? I want to try it. I'll try that one day. I'll definitely give that a try. So I'll put this in here. But like I said, this thing costs $5. Oh, before I even actually put it all in there. Put some of it in there. But we got to put the spaghetti in. I like linguine. Actually, this fell down. I fell on the ground. It fell on the ground in the pack, so it might be a little crushed.
Okay.
But it was gonna get crushed anyway. Hey Marilyn, how you doing? Marilyn McClure, how are you? How's everything going?
You're all home planning your snowed-in meals.
That's what you do. Well, that's what this one will last a minute. I'll tell you right now. Well.
Oh, look at you claiming you have no strength, and yet you broke that like Hulk.
Yeah, but I didn't put a whole lot in there. You good? That's good. That's good. So I don't have a lot of strength, but I could break these kind of okay. So I'm going to put this one in. I think QVC had these, and you could buy something that cracks it for you or something.
Like, really?
Yeah, I mean, like, really?
Sometimes they just really take people's money.
Veronica want to know what. Veronica, DK is around the corner from my house. She right around the corner. I cooked salmon and potatoes for dinner. Now I'm watching my favorite food, spaghetti. Salmon is good. I'm gonna have to get you. I have some what is that called? It's a I'm gonna take it out. A Chilean sea bass. I bought frozen from Costco, and I mean to make that with some spinach, and with spinach, some garlic and tomatoes. I want to make that for me because Perry won't eat it.
You miss the snow, Veronica? Well, no.
I think you would miss the snow.
You think? I don't think so. I feel like California is in my destiny and blood.
She's not in California. She's in Georgia.
I don't want to be that south. There's too much racism there for me. I just want to be where it's warm.
She's in Georgia.
Where it's warm, but people are together.
Okay, so we're done. I can't wait for it. She can't wait for the. All right, now I'm going to put this on. All right. Miss. Okay, I'm going to put this on. Let me get over here, guys, so you can see what I'm doing. Turn it. And I'll make sure this is on sealed.
How much ground beef was that?
That was 3 pounds of ground beef.
Wow, that's a lot.
3 pounds of ground. There's a lot of meat in this. This is not like a lot. See, I prefer to put a lot of meat in it because I don't want to eat so much pasta. So, have the meat.
That's true.
So I put more meat in because I
Make
want
good point.
I want to be able to eat it because we have enough meat in there. Now, this is going on for 6 minutes. That's it. So it's going to be on manual. That's manual. That's 5 minutes. Let me go up one. I'm going to put it on for 6 minutes. And that is that. So it's going to come to pressure. It should come to pressure. I shouldn't have no issues with that. We'll see. Hey, how you doing, Sajada? What she say? You have what? A portion? What did Sajada say? Guys, I see 23 people out there. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh.
No, we use ground beef.
Yeah, we use ground beef.
We don't really like ground turkey.
You know, and I feel like I know that ground
It's
turkey,
higher in sodium.
it's higher in sodium. It is higher in sodium. So I can't do the sodium. So I'm going to get the taste I like. You great good, Sajada. That's good. That's good. So we're going to wait here till this thing comes up to pressure. And
Jada, did you see the Wendy Williams movie?
I'm good. Sharita wants to talk about what she said it is. Is it? Sharita wants to talk about the Wendy Williams movie. Sharita wants to talk about the Wendy Williams movie. I'm going to clean up. I use turkey all the time. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It's higher in sodium, Marilyn. It is. It most certainly is. I definitely, especially when I started.
I don't know why it's so much higher in sodium though.
Well, maybe somehow it's processed some way. But when I started having to use my blood pressure medicine, I was really looking at that. You missed those hardy winter meals. Do you miss the winter though, Tiffany? You miss the snow?
You didn't see it, Veronica? I mean, honestly, I don't know. First of all, Lifetime is really playing games with these movies. Last week they had a movie about Salt and Pepper, which was kind of trash, but entertaining. And then this week they had the Wendy Williams movie and her documentary, where she's sitting on a couch somewhere in a penthouse in New York City with her little lymphedema machine on.
You got 2 inches only? Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's
No,
she
in Detroit.
in Detroit. Okay. Is it still snowing? Cause it really honestly there's nothing out here now.
It was snowing when I came back from Coles.
It's
A
it's
little bit.
it's
Flurries.
I saw some flurries while I was talking to my friend out there. She said no, it's not snowing anymore. Wow. Well, right now it's
Maybe
not
it's not really
snowing.
gonna snow.
No, it's gonna snow. But
Maybe it's
Siri
coming down.
said, not Siri, Echo, whoever she is over there, she said it's only gonna be 5.5 inches yesterday. So that's why I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure how much snow we're really gonna get, but nevertheless, I don't care. I don't have to go out. That's all I know. Oh, wait for salt and pepper. Wait.
With salt and pepper, I just felt like they didn't put Cinderella in, which is wrong, all right? And then they didn't put Cinderella in. They glossed over everything. I don't know. I just felt like I didn't like it. And I don't think that the person who played Pepper really looked like Pepper or even acted like her. So I was not a particular fan of that particular biography. But I did like the Wendy Williams one. I just feel like it was a little bit, I don't know. I think she was just like also glossing over a lot of things. Like she didn't put in her first marriage. And I know it can't be the same as the book or else it would have been like all day. But, you know, and then she made it seem like she just miraculously stopped using drugs in 4 days, which I don't know how much of that I believe. And then in the documentary, she claims that although Kevin was an abuser, he wasn't a wife beater, and that like all of her injuries she got on her own, which I just feel like I don't believe that at all. Like that seemed like it just seemed very fake. You have to watch the documentary part. That's it.
So now Sharita was on camera there a little. She saw Wendy. What's it? Me either. So Jada said she saw the Wendy Williams movie. What's Jada say?
She said she saw the Wendy movie and documentary.
Wendy.
I wasn't surprised at anything.
Wendy most likely lied. Yeah. You know, I couldn't understand when she was talking about when her mom died too, and she's saying she died during COVID, and she didn't even talk about it. It was the strangest thing. It was a strange. Marilyn said she saw it. It was the strangest thing. I was like, what? Your mother died in. What is that? Like, I'm not sure about that woman. It was deep. I said, right? It was deep. Like, what was that? Your mother died. And he's like, you didn't want to talk about it? Or, what? And, you know, you're on television and you were on the radio and you always talking about other people. You only talk about yourself. Your mother died. Like, I don't get her at all. I like her because she's kind of funny.
Sorry for her.
But it was a little
she was
strange.
Like bulimic and stuff. Which
Her mother was?
No, Wendy was.
Oh, yeah?
Because they kept calling her that.
So she became bulimic? Well, she looks like a man.
That's not nice.
I'm just saying, she looks like a man. She does. She's huge, and she got that Adam's apple. I'm almost so. No, she looks like a man. So I guess there's stuff going on with her, but.
So Veronica says
Yeah.
we have to understand that when you are close to someone, grieving is difficult.
Yeah, I guess. But it seemed so strange. She seemed real strange about it. You know, she wouldn't even really say the date that her mother died.
But she also said in the documentary that her parents had strokes while she was in her sober living house.
Oh, they both had strokes?
Mm-hmm.
So her mom was already sick from something.
Well, I mean, she had the stroke like last year. I mean, she's like post-stroke recovery.
What did Marilyn say?
He isolated her, and she has no girlfriends. Everyone has at least one good friend. I definitely have one or two good friends.
Sharita definitely has one. You know something? I don't know. My family and I are close, so you know, I don't know that I could say I have that one girlfriend thing. I really don't. You know, there's somebody that I talk like the way Oprah talks to Gail all the time. I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't talk to this one particular person all the time. And let me call her and let her. No, I don't. I just never was that person. You don't have one. Yeah, I don't. I don't. I really don't. I have a lot. I have a lot of family. Thank God. And even though they're my family, though, there's not necessarily understanding what I'm talking about. So I suppose, but I'll say this for the most part. I'll say this. I think as far as it go, I think I have more of a guy friend that's my friend that I could talk to about stuff than any girl. Barbara, she said she lost 3 people. Yeah, I know. Well, you know how many we lost? At least one, and then thyroid issues. Oh, that's why. Maybe that's what it is with her. But her strangeness is something else. No one but her sister spoke to her. Yeah. Well, no one but Wendy's sister.
I think so. Like the documentary, oh, look at her eyes. Oh, because her eyes are like bugged out.
Oh. Well, yeah. Maybe that's thyroid.
Well, it says she has like Graves' disease, which I think messes with your thyroid, and then the lymphedema.
Yeah. And her brother. She got a brother and a sister, right?
Her brother was on her side until he wasn't. Like, he's all going around talking about how she didn't go to the funeral.
Is she scared to go to funerals? I know people that just don't like to go to funerals,
Even if she wasn't there, which I don't know 100%, like, we're not their family, like, I just don't think he should have put her on blast like that.
Well, yeah, that's, I mean, you certain things should not be said on camera. Because I can say a whole lot more things, but certain things should not be said on camera. So I won't say those things. But, right, her ex-husband was the ex-husband was at the funeral and she wasn't?
She said she was there, and she said, I guess, like, she made it seem like her brother got, like, a little tipsy. You know how people get at a funeral. And then got into, like, a fight with someone, and then her ex-husband supposedly stepped in to, like, make it more peaceful, and then her husband, and her son decided they just didn't want to be around all that crazy, and they, like, left.
Her husband cared enough to do that?
That's what she claims.
I don't know. He must want back in. Cause it ain't so warm outside, I guess.
Well, I mean, his new chick doesn't have any kind of money or anything.
So I mean, she was obviously something for him to do. But if Wendy didn't really know about that, he'd have stayed right where he was because everything was cool.
Wendy would have stayed with him if that girl didn't get pregnant and decide to have that baby. Like,
well,
you can't stay with somebody who has a baby on you. Like, come on. Would you?
Well, and I'm not. This is what I say. I would not want to do that, but I mean, I think sometimes, a lot of times affairs are just that. It doesn't have anything to do with the person you're with. It's something that inside the person, they do stuff because it's something they're missing.
For 10 years or however long.
Well, listen, if they're not talking to each other really and really getting a conversation, then, time will go by and you still don't know that person.
And he also cheated on her right after she had the baby.
But that's because she's not paying attention to her whole marriage. Instead of she's paying attention to something else. And it might have been drugs. I don't know. But there's something missing. And people do have affairs and still stay together. I'm just saying. I don't know that. I mean, it would take a lot for me. But I understand that, it wasn't, you shouldn't, when somebody has an affair on you, you don't necessarily want to make it your fault, Most and marriages got a whole lot of bizarreness. Marriages have a lot of problems. You have to work through those problems. You got to try to learn the person. Hey Ned, how you doing? So you have to really try to learn the person. It takes time to learn the person, and it takes effort to learn the person. You just can't be married and then go on your separate ways because you're not really married then. And hence, he just kept doing what he was doing. You know, but if they both wanted to make it work, they could have made it work, but they both got to want to make it work. That's how I see it. You know, I don't know that I would do it. You know, I don't know that's what I would do, but it's an understandable thing. Oh yeah, I wish.
She finds love again.
Yeah.
I mean, she had an interview on YouTube with Seth One, and she basically was like, went on a date with someone and called him like corny for like complimenting her. I think she's just so used to being treated bad, you know.
Yeah, we hope. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's got her, obviously she's got her own issues, and divorce is tough and marriage is tough. Both of them is tough, you know. But I think if you could work your marriage out, I think you got a doggone good thing going. That's what I think. I really, you know, it takes effort, but once you put that effort in there and you guys are both on the same page finally, yo, I think it's good. He's with what? The girl's 33 years old. Is that what she said?
She's young.
See? Well, and he an old man. They ain't really got nothing to do with each other. He just want to have sex with the woman, you know, and that was it, you know. Or maybe for some reason she makes him feel good because that's something that Wendy wasn't doing.
Like theoretically, he could take care of her instead of Wendy like
Right.
financially taking care
And
of
sometimes a lot of men don't like it that somebody that they can't take care of their woman. A lot of men don't like that. You laughing? I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I had a friend, and when I have a friend, and when my husband passed away, he came to my house and he looked around. He says, "You know, Stephanie, you're a wonderful woman. You're a great person. But when a man walks up in this house, they're going to be like, wow. They're looking more at material things than they'll be looking at you." And he told me that he wanted me to be aware of that as a fact and show, you know, that's a fact. You know, I do okay by myself. If I want somebody, it's because I want them. It's not that I need them, you know, and I don't want to need anybody. So, but a lot of guys, they can't handle a person who is, you know, taking care, doing what they got to do. It's just true. They can't handle it. So they got to go find the, you know, that's their own insecurity. Perhaps that would mean to me that I don't want to be with you, but that is their own insecurity, you know, and he did what he did. And maybe that's the reason that they did get divorced, because he just can't handle, you know, her.
Good men are existent.
No, yeah, good. But men think they're supposed to take care of you, okay? Most men think they're supposed to take care of you, and a lot of women like men that take care of them. And you can take care of me, I'm fine, but I still want to take care of myself. I do not want to be, like, I don't want to wake up and go, my husband died, and then he had 4 kids over there. I don't know how to use a checkbook. I don't know what the bills are. I have no idea what's going on with my money. You know, I do. Maybe if I could freeze it, I'll send you some. But men like to be, and they're hunter gatherers. You know, I took a psychiatry, what was it? It was a
Sociology.
It wasn't even a sociology course. I think it was a business law course, as a matter of fact. And the man was talking about, thinking about, and this was so many years ago. I was in my 20s when I took this class. And the man was talking about how men or male species are hunter-gatherers. They go outside the house, they go around the house, and they take care of stuff outside of the house. The females take care of stuff inside of the house, the food, the kids, the this. That's just naturally what we do. We nurture it, so we naturally do that. And men naturally go out to try to protect. So, you know, you have to be careful who you choose. Yeah, you do. You got to know who, and you have to know yourself too. You have to know yourself, you know. So if a man or a male species, either a cat or a dog or whatever, the male goes out around and he always try to protect. The females stay in and take care of the house, and that's what happens. So we're no different, you know. A man does what a man does. That's what a man just goes out and he wants to protect. If you stop him somehow from protecting you, then, you know, there can be an issue, because that's their testosterone. That's what they do, So I even tell you right now, Perry saw something on QVC. he saw this ladder, a little, it was a little ladder, a little, the big little ladder or whatever. So sometimes we don't know who we are choosing. Oh, and people change, but their core is the same. My same friend said that to me. He said, "You're never too far from 8." He always says that. You're never too far from 8. This still didn't come to pressure yet, though. Hopefully it does come up, but it didn't come up yet. So, but anyway, the story with Perry was he'll see me get on my ladder and climb up there. You guys, it's too high. You see how high that is? If I have to get up there, I gotta get on my ladder. I can't reach this up here. It's too high. So I have to get on my step ladder. So Perry hates it when I get up there. You know, he hates it. If he sees me up there, he about has a heart attack.
Your step ladder is rickety.
So he's saying that my step ladder is rickety, but I had my step ladder for 40 years.
I know. Daryl really wanted to get you a new step ladder.
Yeah.
He feels it's unsafe.
Yeah. So okay, I got three. I got 3 people saying my step ladder is unsafe. So he insists that I get another step ladder. So I was like, you know, what are you talking about? I had that step ladder for 30-something years, but I got on it today, and I said, yeah, maybe it might fall down. You know, I'm good with it, but you know, I think it's so old that it might just rot it, or I don't know. So he was insistent that I go get me another one, and he said, I just feel better because I don't want you falling. That tells you that he cares. Okay, that's his protectiveness for me. You know, because I still have my hard head. I do what I want. You know, but I heard what he said, and he's only saying it for my protection. And sometimes you guys need to understand, you know, that yeah, the protecting part is part of the hunter-gatherer. He wants to protect me, you know, and the nurturing part of me wants him to be good. I want that man to eat. I want to make sure he's okay, you know. And it doesn't mean that he got to make more money than me or he's got to take me out. It just means that we are protecting each other. I mean, that's what it's really all about. And especially as you get older, you're going to have your own stuff. You know, the person you got to find a way to let them know that, you know what, I still care about that. What did she say?
Dad wrote, you are hard-headed.
Yeah, yes, I'm hard-headed. You know that. Yes, Dad, I'm hard-headed. What's the Jay to say before that? So,
he's a good one. Your brother Ronnie is another one.
Right, yeah, Ronnie, my brother Ronnie is a protector. He will protect you. He don't care. He gonna protect you. Like, get out the way. Ronnie and Stanley, my 2 brothers, please. And it was, when we grew up, I'm one of 8 kids, but Ronnie, Stanley, and myself, we all together. The 3 of us were like only a couple of years apart between us, and we were in the second half, and we were always together. So my 2 brothers, one older and one younger, they just totally protected me. They would not let nobody does nothing to me, and they still that way. Nobody is gonna do nothing to me. That's how they are. So I mean, and plus my dad was that way too. He was like, you know, he was. But you have to you have to understand how this goes. Still not up to pressure. This pot is big, and it's still not up to pressure. So we gotta let it get up there. That's why I didn't let it go too much. But anyway, yeah. So my brothers are that way, and he's that way, and I'm still tough. You know, I'm tough, but people do come and protect me. I do have that male figure that will say, "Okay, Stephanie, that's enough." You know, and I do. You know, it's a strange thing too. I'm of the old school kind of too, that I like that guy goes outside and takes care, partnership. Because I like that part that when the guy goes out and takes care of the outside of the house and things that break and the car and fix the car and put things in. How long is it? It depends on how full the pot is. And this pot is pretty full. So it's not quite up to pressure yet, so it's been a minute. So it's been a minute. I'm hoping it gets, but it's saying it's on 6, and this pot is not up to pressure. So it didn't come up to pressure. It did not.
What happened last week?
I don't know why it didn't come up to pressure, but it definitely didn't come up to pressure because now, see, the countdown is on. So it's not coming to pressure, and I know it's not because the bottom is stuck. So I have to say this. I have to keep looking at this pressure cooker, this particular one. But I've had this pressure cooker for 4 or 5 years now. So I might have to go get me another one. Cause I have to have my pressure cooker
I think they were on
acting right.
sale
You know,
at Costco.
I have to check. I want this big one though. I need a big one. You more, the more you have, the longer it takes. Yeah, that's right. But the thing is, it's starting to count down. See, it shouldn't be counting down if it was ready. So it's not. It didn't count down, and it's still. It never locked up either. So, but it's okay because I think it's going to be fine without all that. This happens to be something that even if it doesn't come to pressure, it's been sitting there long enough that the noodles will be fine. So send me, I'll send you this one. I'll send you this huge one. This one, I make my sweet potato. I put my sweet potatoes in this one because it's a big pot. I think it's 8 quarts, or I think it's an 8 quart pot, or maybe a 10 quart pot. Because that's when I don't want no 6 quart pot. I want at least an 8 or a 10 quart pot. But this, I put my sweet potatoes in them, and that's how I get my potatoes done when I'm making my sweet potato pie. I love this pie. You know, I do love this pot. But again, this is maybe 5 years. I had this pot before I did the kitchen. I did the kitchen in 2017.
Did you?
Yeah, I did the kitchen in
No,
2017.
I knew when you, I don't remember you having a pot.
Yeah,
before.
I had this pot.
Where did you make it?
Okay, the same thing. I've been making all this in it.
Never done it.
Yeah, remember we went to the store and I had to go get another instant pot. It wasn't an instant pot because my other pot broke. I had a different kind of pot that I had got from QVC, that red pot. And I told you it broke and I needed it for Christmas. And we went to like Kohl's or somewhere.
I thought
Yeah.
we went to Macy's, but yeah.
Yeah, we went to Macy's. That was before. That was before that I did the kitchen. I had this pot a long time. I had two. I had that and I had the Cuisinart pot. I had that was a. It was a red pot by this other guy that I had. That's when I fell in love with pressure cookers. And then I finally.
4 points for a quarter cup.
Oh, these were good. Sharita was eating these. These are delicious, though, aren't they? They're delicious.
They are really good.
They're delicious, and at least they fill you up. It's protein. Sharita's ready to eat. She says, move them. But they're good.
They would have been better without the honey.
No, they wouldn't have been better. They would
have been healthier.
Well, it wouldn't have been better.
They would have been healthier.
But you can still have them. You don't have to eat.
There were 4 points for a quarter cup, and I don't know how. Like, I wish they would just tell me how many nuts it is. You know what I mean?
Don't get a quarter cup is, a quarter cup is about right
I
there.
thought there was a difference between
Right there.
measuring liquids and solids.
But still, it is a difference. But I have a quarter cup size too. You want to really know? I have a quarter cup size. So, where's my quarter cup? Actually, this is a quarter cup. No, that's an eighth of a cup. That's too small. Quarter cup.
I feel like I definitely need more than whatever that fills.
So you had 2 quarter cups. So what? She can only have this much. She can only have this much. So what? That's a little more than a handful. Your hands are small. So if you had 2 handfuls, you was good. You was good. Don't just, have a little. You can't deprive yourself. You cannot deprive yourself. See, now it wants to go, because the steam is coming out. This pot was too full, but it doesn't matter. I'm on one nephew right there, right now. So he's going to have to wait. Okay. This is on like 1 more minute. And here we go.
Your earrings are cute.
No, I don't have cash. I was thinking about, I do have cash. That's the thing with the
You
dollar
have
sign.
Cash App.
Yeah, I do have that. What is it, dollar sign? I think it's dollar sign BTSSGS. I think that's what it is.
Let me look.
So,
Because I think she could be
Sharita-
definitely telling you.
Sharita, I do have it. I definitely have it because we had to use it recently. And I was thinking about dropping that in my description box too, in case anybody wants to just
Cash App.
help me and help me out. I would appreciate that. I would truly appreciate that.
Let's see.
Okay, this is off.
Oh, it is BTSSGS. I'm
Yep.
surprised.
List it. Okay, we're definitely gonna list that. My nephew is on the phone.
I wonder what he wants. I
I
hope
will
it's
have to
good
talk
news.
to him later.
Hello, you have reached
I'll talk to
516-39.
him later. I'll get back to him in a minute.
You
Now,
can't come to the phone right
this is
now.
still bubbling as you can see,
A message.
but it's okay.
Thank you.
It's okay. Leave me a message, Chuck. I tell you, I could still feel that it's stuck down to the bottom.
It did.
Yeah, I could feel it.
That's probably why it didn't come to temperature.
Yeah, it didn't come to temperature because it's stuck to the bottom. I could tell you that that's what it seems. But you know what I might do? It's really still hot. I'm gonna put it back on because I don't think these are quite ready.
Oh my god.
Sharita's starving. I'm sorry. Sharita's starving. She's starving like Marvin. But I'm gonna put it back on and see if it locks this time. Yeah, it will lock. It's gonna lock. You know why it's gonna? Because it
I
got
heard
enough.
a little back of the field sound also this time. But it's
Yeah.
not like blinking.
Okay. All right, Pot. Don't be acting silly. I know you love me, and I love you too. But get right. Okay. Still not all the way up, but let's see. Get in manual again. Press.
And somehow
Let it go.
rewound you. And somehow rewound you. I don't know how.
Sharita
Like I'm not up to date.
put me on rewind. So it's now back on. I'm gonna let it stay on for another.
No,
If it-
we're not having garlic bread. We're having salad. Like I know. I agree, Veronica.
I am not. I'm not having garlic bread. Garlic bread is not. Bread is not on the menu. Let me tell you something else about that. Let me just say this. What are you making in? I'm making some spaghetti with what's that? Polish sausage, kielbasa, and ground beef. So that's what's in this pot, and it don't want to come to pressure. But it's okay. I'm gonna let it keep going because it'll be fine. I can improvise here. But I'm gonna talk about some bread right now.
But onto your trust, exactly.
But I'm
You
not.
have
No,
it.
I can't have it around me. We having this, and we having some good old salad right there. I bought this from Stu Leonard.
That was actually really good.
Me and Perry ate part of this, and then I added some more cucumbers and tomatoes to this. So Perry likes this kind because he likes the iceberg lettuce. But then I have this one.
How much did they charge you for the whole salad?
Well, $5.
That's not bad.
It was about
And you didn't have to
$5
make it
maybe.
yourself?
Yeah, and it was real good. And this is this is the other kind of lettuce, the leafy green kind of lettuce. Perry don't like that. But I have everything
Those are
else
like
in there.
the bitter, healthy ones.
Yeah, Perry don't like the bitter healthy ones. So we're gonna have all this salad or parts of this salad, and that's what I'm gonna have. But now I've noticed that if I eat too late, that food sits on my stomach. I can't take it. You know, I can't. If it to me by 7 o'clock I need to be eating.
Your son wants
You know.
Nix's salad. He's not interested.
See, yes. Well, people need to eat their greens, and that's what it comes down to. When I like sandwiches, and when I was at work, particularly, I ate a lot of sandwiches, and then I noticed my stomach was always feeling bloated because I think it is the starch from the bread. That's what I think. Because now I don't hardly. I used to eat like breakfast, like a sandwich for breakfast with eggs, bacon on English muffin or something like that. I don't even eat that. I just have some boiled eggs and bacon. And I find that my digestive system likes that so much better. So yesterday I had quesadilla because I found it in Stu Leonard and it was good. But I had like 3 pieces of this quesadilla and it was good, but it sat there. You know, it sat on my stomach. Either 1, it was the bread, or 2, I didn't make it myself. So that's why that's what that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking that the bread is just not good for me. So I am not having any more bread, although I have some little rolls here, which could, you know, put, you know, I could hook them up. I could put some butter on these suckers. I
And
could put,
garlic.
and garlic, and I could make some garlic bread. It smells good too. This bread smells good. I could cut it in half and have a piece, and the cheese perhaps. You know what? While this thing's going on, maybe I'll work with that. Let it give it a
Thank you
few
for
more
Veronica,
minutes.
because she wasn't gonna budge.
I wasn't about to do it. Mm-mm. It wasn't gonna happen. No. But let's just see. I'll make a little something.
Is that like little hollow rolls?
Yeah,
Oh, yum.
yeah.
There's a pretty good about that.
I know. You could have that with just a little butter on it. You don't have to have garlic. See?
But
Y'all got me going here. Y'all got me going. I need some foil because I don't like messes. I don't like to clean up after this, so I put foil on all this all the time. That's what I always do. Guys, I'm gonna let you see what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring it down to my paper right there. I'm putting it in my oven and toasting that bad boy. Here's the problem. I like butter, and butter is hard. If I have any of this, I'm gonna only have like half. You want a whole one?
And then
Listen,
maybe.
there's 4 left. That's it, there's 4 left. I'll do these.
One for each.
Yeah, that's too much bread. With this,
You can
Do it
save
with
your
the-
other half for tomorrow then, or another time.
with the starch from the spaghetti in the first place, please. This thing is not gonna come up to pressure. It ain't coming up to pressure.
Because it's so full.
I think so, but I'm not quite sure. So you guys saw me with this problem last week. I didn't use my pot this week, so y'all saw me with this problem last week. I'm gonna have to check this out a little bit. But more than likely,
Maybe we can make my
I'm gonna be on.
unstuffed pepper soup in there and see if it works.
We might be able to do that, but I'm more than likely, I'll be buying me a new pot. Cause it's time. They make them different now, so I might go get me a new pot, but I have to get a big one. So that might be my next one of my purchases coming up. I'm gonna be doing that. All right, the bread is here. Let's see what kind of I have. My butter is hard. Tell you that right now. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me hook it up with this. See, I got some garlic. I got some butter. I'm gonna put this together so it gets hot, so I can just pour it all over there with a little pepper and
And you're
salt.
putting it where?
Yeah.
In the air fryer?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm putting it in my air fryer oven, guys. Let me find something to microwave it in. You know, let me microwave it in there. This will work. I got this. I'm gonna put it in here. Microwave this sucker. I don't think this is unsalted butter too. So I gotta put a little salt in it. It needs a little salt. Put that in
The
there.
garlic doesn't have like salt in it.
Are you acting right? Almost. You heard me. You heard me say I'm gonna get another one of you. So you might be acting right. 'Cause y'all heard me. You heard me, didn't you?
It just seems very full or something.
It is full, but it still should. See? Soon. It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Okay, beautiful.
1, 2, 3. There you go. I have to do that. See? It came to pressure this time. The thing was really full.
Will I do my favorite dish, dinner, meal on a live one Sunday?
Yeah, how about that?
I don't know. We'll think
Yes.
about that.
That's going to be something Sharita's going to show us how she's doing it, and I'm going to sit in the background and let her cook. I'm gonna do that. That's a good idea. Who asked that?
Veronica.
I like Veronica. Veronica, you are not just a cousin. You are my other child. You are my other girl. Next to Tiffany, you and Tiffany are my children. My children in Georgia. y'all my kids. and y'all can work with Miss Sharita. Tiffany know how to handle Sharita. Tiffany knows how to handle her friend. Those two are like Gail. Hello, Jacob from England. How are you? How are you? I hope everything's good, Jacob. Yeah, you know, Tiffany's like she's like Gail. They're like Gail and Oprah. Those two. I'd say that they're Gail and Oprah.
Wow, such high compliment.
Yes. I think they're like, well, that's good, Jacob. That's very good. I'm glad you stopped in. I'm so glad you stopped in. I'm making some spaghetti and some meat and ground beef and what's that? And kielbasa sausage in here. That's what's in this pot. But my pot was acting crazy. It didn't want to give me any good time here. But now it's on. I don't know. It wouldn't come to pressure. So, but I just finally got it up to pressure. And I'm not even, I have it on for 6 minutes, but I'm truthfully, as soon as it starts counting down, I'm going to turn it off. Yeah.
You know what's so funny? Not funny, but thinking of Gail and Oprah made me think about Cicely Tyson because they were both talking about her this week.
Right.
And I always thought she was so old because of that autobiography of Jane Pittman.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody
I
said that.
never really realized she was that
She was
young.
really
then.
young. Yeah. Everybody said that about her. Everybody. You know, she had a kid.
I discovered it in my vast of YouTube research.
Yeah, we found out that Cicely Tyson never talked about her kid. We didn't even know she had a kid.
And she was briefly married before
She was married.
David.
Yeah, right. And she was briefly married to somebody else. I wasn't even real sure that she was married to Miles.
You could
Miles Davis.
get divorced back in that day, could you? Like, because I mean, what was that, like the 40s? Like,
she lived in Harlem.
I know,
They
but
could
were
get-
people getting divorced?
We're in New York. We do
I
what
don't know. I didn't think like divorce was a thing until like the 50s and 60s.
Yes, divorce was definitely a thing. All of those people, all those superstars and whatnot, they all got divorced at one point or another. All of them did somehow. Yeah, you can get divorced. You people stay together better than they stay together now, but yeah. And most women stay together with their husband because they want their husband to take care of them. And then when something happened to their husband, they don't know what their husband did. That told me, no, ain't happening to
Get her
me.
autobiography. I mean, I plan to.
So,
I know that you're probably not going to actually reread it. But
so that's got garlic on it. I'm gonna actually should I put adobo on there? Ned, should I put adobo on there?
leave it be.
No adobo. So I need to put some salt on there and some pepper on there. Definitely some salt and pepper. Yeah, so little pepper. I'm gonna show you guys while this is getting ready. See, yeah, it's going. Now it got to 6. So as soon as I put these in the oven, put a little pepper on them. Hopefully this tastes good.
I'm sure it'll be delicious. I have every
And-
faith in the world in you.
And a little salt. Put some.
Well, you put salt on it. Otherwise, I'd say you could have just sprinkled a little bit of cheese on there and it would have been.
I could maybe still put some cheese. That's a good idea. What kind of cheese?
I don't know what kind of cheese do you
I have some
Let's see what your
mozzarella.
options are.
We got mozzarella.
I could go with mozzarella.
We'll put some mozzarella in here. All right, we coming to a plan here. I'll put some mozzarella on here. That'll work. Mozzarella.
I love
There you
guessing
go.
accents. You do?
Really? Where do you think we from?
New Jersey. Oh, no,
Close.
New York by chance. Yes.
Yes,
We are
yes.
New Yorkers.
We are New Yorkers. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Every time I go someplace else and they say that to me, I'm like, I have an accent.
Yeah, you sound
It
like
makes
a New
me
Yorker.
it makes me laugh. When I moved to Chicago for a minute, they was telling me stuff like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I ain't no accent.
I mean, we could have been in Chicago. We could have met Oprah. It
I wouldn't have cared to meet Oprah. Wouldn't do me no. I wouldn't care to meet her.
could have been you, her, and Gail, like the Three Musketeers.
No, I don't think so. I'm not with her and Gail at all. I just told you I don't have too many girlfriends. I'm from London. He said, "You from London?"
A county called Kent.
I heard of that.
Okay.
I heard of that. Why did I hear that?
I don't know.
I heard of that. Either somebody I know lived there or somebody famous lives there. But I heard of that.
Cold and wet.
Yeah.
All year round or just sometimes?
I'm going to stick this in. I'm going to stick this on 400 over here. Let me show you guys what I'm about to do. I'm going to show y'all. I was just talking to Perry about my editing skills. The last video that I did where I showed you guys this oven right here, I did that all by myself. So Perry was not helping me. And the next one coming out, I also did all by myself.
You
But
do that, but only for like 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, I can't live there.
So I'm gonna put this up to where it definitely will broil, maybe on 3. I'll put it up here. And let's see. What I call that broil, let's see, let me turn it on
Like
first.
80s? I mean, 80s is not bad.
Let's see, broil.
I don't know why. For some reason, I thought you were going to use the little one with the hood.
I'm gonna do, what, this
Not-
one?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that's the one we were going for, but that's fine.
No, I'm gonna take this to low broil for 30 seconds.
A minute, maybe? You think 30 seconds is long enough? I mean, I don't know how that works. Like, is it
I'm gonna do it for 30 seconds on low,
Okay.
which I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but I'll probably put it on a second time if it's not enough. And now we're at 2 minutes over here, so I don't like that. So I'm going to stop it. I want to stop cooking, and I'm going to let the air out. I bought something to keep the air. Ooh, that thing is hot, and it came over here and got me. There's a lot of steam in here. I want it out.
But it never went to pressure?
Yeah, it did. It finally went to pressure. It finally went to
So why
pressure
did you stop it at 2 when it had 2 minutes left?
because it already was cooking for a while there, and I don't want to overcook it.
30 degrees Celsius. Kent is known as the Garden of England. Okay.
Yes, I know. For whatever, I must have read it somewhere. I read about that particular town in county in London for some reason. I don't know why. Why? Where's Princess Di from? Where's she from in London? She's in England. Where was she from? Yeah. For some reason I had.
all into the royal.
So for some reason I had read it or saw it, so I have to, I'm getting old. I'm sorry, Jason, I'm getting old.
Orlando Bloom was your schoolmate? Katy Perry's baby daddy? Interesting.
Wow. And,
Wales.
Oh, Wales. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know why. For some reason the name, it comes to me. Oh, okay. UK. What was I gonna say about that? His schoolmate, that makes him around your age?
I don't know how old Orlando Bloom is.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I don't know who Orlando Bloom is. So
You never saw Lord of the Rings?
see, yeah, no, that's not for me. So you must be around her age. You must be in that.
And like The Hobbit, you never read the book?
No,
Daddy and I read them.
yeah. So there you go. That sounds like he's around
I
your
think
age.
Orlando Bloom's in his 40s, yeah.
Yeah, she
Oh,
did.
Mick Jagger's from Kent? Okay.
Yeah. Mick Jagger.
He's still alive, right?
Yeah, Mick Jagger's still alive.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Like people are dropping like flies. these
Yeah,
days.
yeah, Mick Jagger's still alive. Yes. That might be why I remember the name. I don't know. It's like somebody was from there. Who was it? It could be could be Mick Jagger. I like Mick Jagger with that high voice, screaming voice of his.
I did not know this about you. Every day I learn something new about you.
Sharita doesn't. She thinks she knows everything, but she doesn't.
I
Like
mean, I
Tiffany,
don't recall you playing
Tiffany.
Mick Jagger in the house.
I don't, but I listen. I do hear him. I do listen to him with his screaming voice.
Oh my God, we are exactly the same age. He was born in 19.
77?
Yeah.
Oh,
In January.
77. Oh, you just beat Sharita. But 77. Wow. See? 1970. Happy birthday. Your birthday
Not
just
him,
passed.
Orlando Bloom.
Oh, Orlando Bloom. All right. Well, happy birthday to him, too. Yeah. And those lips. Yeah. That's right.
Oh, the author of the James Bond book. Not that into James Bond, but that's cool.
Let's see. That lasted 30 seconds. That's not enough. Let's do it
Well,
again.
it's nice to meet you, Jacob.
It is very nice to meet you. And I'm glad you came.
So what is it, like 1 o'clock in the morning over there? It's late, right?
007. Tiffany.
Oh, 11:21. Okay.
It's 11 p.m.? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out this pot. I am.
I think
I'm
it
going to
might
have
be.
to, I'm going to have to give it another real good look. I might have to buy
on
me
its
a
last
new one.
legs.
I might have to buy me a new one. This has been one of my favorites, but I may have to turn it in. But anyhow, this is it. It still got my dinner done. But I could feel at the bottom how it's stuck. So, the truth is, I might buy myself just another inner pot or something like that. But when you start replacing stuff, hello Valerie, how are you? But when you start replacing stuff, then you might as well just get another one, a whole new one. It gives me a reason to buy a new one. Thank you. Yeah, this is big. This is it. My linguine really or spaghetti, and it got a lot of meat in it. Got a lot of meat in it. There we go.
Is it just too full, Veronica wants to know? I don't know. It doesn't really
I
look
don't.
all that full.
It is. It's full, but Veronica, it should have came to pressure. So, and even though I feel a little at the bottom, I feel a little stick into it, but I think it's because it wouldn't come to pressure. So my feeling is that it could be it's starting to get on its last leg for whatever reason it wouldn't come to pressure. And when I use it, when I touch this thing, I have to push it down these days for it to lock. So I've been just pushing it down. So I'm feeling like it's time maybe to get another one. It's time to possibly get another one. So, you know me, I'll get another one. I'll keep this one.
I have not been to Europe. I wanted to go to Spain. It's our 10th anniversary in August, but with the world being so, I don't think that's going to happen this year. Maybe. Who knows?
I'm going to
What
turn
August
this
will
around. And this bread is nearly done. Plus it smells good. Bread smells good.
It looks like...
It smells good. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to turn it around.
Are you?
Put it in. Yeah, I'm going to have it in here for another minute or two. So low. I don't want it on a high boil. I want it to get a little browner. But dinner will be done. And it's 6:30. I need to eat. I'll probably eat half of that. Half of
Jacob loves garlic bread, he says.
You guys, y'all convinced me to make garlic bread. Put mine on the porch. come on back to New York, and come on the porch with the snow, young lady. Come on, come visit the snow. I think you miss New York, Veronica. I think you kind of miss it. Say what you will. It's nice to have warm weather,
You
but
need
it's
a
also
plate too, Tiff?
But it's also, see guys, I wish y'all were here. I would cook for y'all all the time. It'd be my pleasure. It'd be absolutely my pleasure. And then y'all could help me figure out this social media stuff too. So it'd be a win-win situation. Everybody would eat, and everybody would get and I would get something out of this too. Yeah, but it smells good. I love that. I love that spaghetti sauce. I really do. I fell in love with that. I'll mix it sometimes with other cheaper spaghetti sauces, and I'm usually not gonna make my own. Although I could, but I'm not gonna make my own because I'm still Stephanie. I still really do not want to spend a whole lot of time in the kitchen. So I really don't. I'm spending more time and I'm liking what I'm doing, but I ain't gonna spend a whole lot of time in the kitchen. I'm just not doing that. So yeah, it is what it is. So I'd like to try to get things done quicker, and I don't like to be on my feet all day long cooking because that can certainly happen, spaghetti, what's spaghetti bowl for short?
Yeah, because they call it bolognese there.
Oh, okay. You waiting for another 2 minutes? Okay, let me pull it out and show you guys.
You got a little crispy, but it'll work.
Let me show you. Let's see if you can see. Let me get this closer. How's that? There it goes. What sauce? It's I'm gonna show you the jar. But this is it. That should be pretty good. Y'all got your garlic bread now with cheese. Y'all got your garlic bread. Let me stick it back in.
I bet you he's
I'm
gonna
gonna show
eat
you.
that, even though he doesn't want to tell it.
Because he likes carbs. Let me show you. This one, I don't know if they got this down south, but this one is really one of my favorites. It has no sugar added. There's actually no extra sugar added to it. So this is really, really, really one of my best, the ones I like, one of the best. They come in a couple of other different flavors, but I happen to like the roasted garlic one. But this is a good jarred spaghetti sauce or marinara
You got
sauce.
like
So
many of them.
yeah, because every time I go to Walmart, I get me a couple of jars because they're only $5 in Walmart. They are like $10 in the store near me. So every time I go, I get me a couple of jars of this, so I have enough.
Well, I think
So-
Stop and Rob is overpriced.
Yeah, they're too much. It costs too much money, and I like these. So when I see them on sale, and they're not even on sale, that's how much they cost at Walmart. So I just buy them from Walmart. All right, guys, we have been on here just about 90 minutes, an hour and a half. So it is time.
It was fun. It was good conversation.
It was fun, and yes, it was. We had good conversations. I love you guys. I actually love coming on Sundays and talking to you guys. I love you guys.
Next week, if we're on, I am planning on, and you can watch too, and we can chat while we wait for food to cook. The Whitney and Bobby Christina. Didn't we almost have it all? Also on Lifetime?
Sharita's, have you made bolognese? I have not made bolognese, but I'm gonna look that up. I think I can do that, but I really haven't done that. Bye, Ned. So Sharita said, well, if we come back next week, she wants to have a conversation if everybody listen. Thank you, Jamie. She wants to have a conversation about the Whitney and Bobby Christina story or some movie that's coming out. It's called. Thank you. Peace to you too, Jacob. She said it's supposed to be a documentary about Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina. So yeah, I love you. Mwah. Yes. I'm so happy you guys came. Just give me those thumbs up, and I am going to put the link down for my store. So I'll put that down. We might be able to find it.
About them drugs, and more drugs.
Yeah, you might find it in Walmart though. Thank you. I'm going to try to. I have to eat now because I need to, or I don't like that food sitting on my stomach. Hey, make stuffed peppers.
We made
Yeah.
peppers, but I mean,
I don't think I made stuffed peppers in there. but I might. Perry won't eat. You know, Ned. Perry won't eat it. Bye, Jane. Perry won't eat it. You know, he won't eat that stuff. And I will put my Cash App down. Thank you, and I thank you if anybody wants to give. I really appreciate that too. So you do help me in the channel. So I really appreciate everybody coming, everybody being there, and I enjoy you. And since we really can't get together virtually, together for reality, we can get together virtually. Mwah, mwah. See you guys later. Have a good week. And if you're around here, be cool with that snow. The snow is supposed to come tomorrow.
Oh, next week
Okay.
is the Super Bowl. I don't know. Are we gonna
And
go?
next week is the Super Bowl, but I'm still going to be on probably because I don't care about the Super Bowl. But if anybody else is watching, fine. I still got to eat. And I don't watch football. Mwah, mwah. See y'all later. Hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.